Warning, the following contains major spoilers for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. If you have not seen the film, I would highly recommend watching it before viewing this video. This AU also deals with mildly morbid themes. Viewer discretion advised. You still here? Okay. Super Sonic is in Sonic Movie 2. It was so cool seeing him on the big screen. Sadly, it was spoiled for me a week early because a lot of people like to put him in their freaking thumbnails. But whatever, it was still cool to see him. It's revealed during the plot of the film that the 7 Chaos Emeralds are held within the Master Emerald, with the Master Emerald simply being the casing for them. I'll admit, this was actually kind of an interesting way to look at the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald. It's not what I would have personally done, but hey, it's kind of cool. It helps separate them from the game continuity. Now, throughout the film, we see 3 different people use the Master Emerald to unlock unlimited power. First, we see Knuckles' ancestor, who's driven mad by the power and wipes out thousands of innocent lives, and has to be stopped by Longclaw and a number of other owls. Then, we see Dr. Robotnik use the emerald, which, yet again, it drives him crazy. Well, I guess crazier would be a better term for it. And during the climax of the film, Sonic himself uses the emerald to turn to Super Sonic and puts an end to Robotnik's plan. Now, when this happens, Knuckles believes that Sonic has given in to the emerald's power, like the 2 aforementioned people. However, unlike Robotnik and the Echidna, they were looking for power, and Sonic was simply looking to protect his friends and family, allowing him to hold on to his will. However, what would have happened if Sonic turned into Super Sonic under different circumstances? What if Sonic lost control? Our story begins near the ending of the film. Robotnik has lost the Master Emerald, but still has more than enough power to crush the weakened Sonic. Sonic is limping towards the Master Emerald, hoping that he can use its power to stop Robotnik, as the mech gets closer and closer, getting ready to stomp onto the blue rodent. Tom and Maddie race in, grabbing Sonic, saving his life at the last possible moment. Robotnik is enraged by this.
What's the matter, Sonic? Need your parents to fight your battles for you? Well, let's see how they handle against this.
Unlike in the original film, where Robotnik simply takes out the vehicle by use of his robotic fists, he instead chooses to use his missiles to take down the truck. Tom tries to avoid the missiles, swerving in and out trying to evade fire, but sadly, he couldn't dodge them all. One rocket lands a direct hit on the engine. It exploded upon impact. Sonic and Maddie were launched from the car, scraping against the ground. Sonic slowly began to get up. He was a bit dazed from the accident, but overall fine. He quickly checked on Maddie. Although she was knocked out, she was still breathing. Sonic quickly ran over to check on Tom. In the distance, Sonic could see Tom lying on the ground next to the vehicle. Okay, don't, Lord, we don't have time for this. Come on, we gotta get up. That's when Sonic looked at Tom. He really looked at Tom. His face was nearly unrecognizable from the blast. His eyes had dilated, his face was severely burned, and blood was dripping down from his jaw all the way down his shirt. Despite this, Sonic ran up to Tom and tried listening for a heartbeat. He couldn't hear one. Sonic frantically tried to get Tom to wake up. He slapped him across the face a couple times. He tried shaking him frantically, yelling at him, begging him to wake up. But he didn't. As the realization kicked in, Sonic felt cold, afraid, sorrow-filled, the same way he did all those years ago when he was a little kid and lost Longclaw. Another parental figure had fallen protecting him. A few hundred yards behind him, the thunderous clanging of metal could be heard as Robotnik's mech got closer and closer to Sonic. The Mad Doctor quickly took note of the situation. Such a tragedy. So, who are we sending the Purple Heart to? Sonic turned at Robotnik, tears welling up in his eyes, with a face of pure rage.
It's over, Hedgehog. I've won. Now hand over the emerald, and I'll make sure your death is somewhat painless.
Sonic ran over and grabbed the emerald, hoping to use its power against Robotnik. He wanted Eggman to suffer for what he did. Before Sonic knew what was even happening, the Master Emerald shattered, revealing the Chaos Emeralds, as they quickly flew into his body, unlocking their true power. Sonic re-emerged with a golden aura surrounding him and bleaching his fur with the same tint. However, as his newly red-tinted eyes revealed themselves, it was as if the color of his pupils began to melt away to a hypnotic spiraling design. He closed his eyes once more before reopening them, revealing a crazed, psychotic look in his eye. The once heroic Hedgehog simply snarled at Eggman. He intended on ripping the Doctor apart. Without words, Robotnik understood the challenge and openly invited it. He believed that his machine could topple whatever this beast threw at him. Eggman was greatly mistaken as Sonic began racing through the machine, ripping it to shreds. Robotnik tried to escape in the Eggmobile, but Sonic quickly caught up with it, smacking it down to the earth below. Sonic floated towards Robotnik, preparing to end this, when he suddenly heard Tails, Knuckles, and Maddie crying out to him, begging him to stop. He's already won. He doesn't need to do this. Sonic hears his friends, his family. He tries to fight, but the power of the Emerald takes control once more, using his hate-filled thoughts to fuel his actions. Sonic turns back to Robotnik, intending to finish this, but as he looks, Robotnik snuck away. Sonic turns to his friends once more, his voice distorted by the power of the Emerald.
I had him right where I wanted him.
Before Tails and Maddie can even begin to speak, Knuckles steps up. Knuckles explains that he knows what it's like to lose something, to lose a father. But Sonic himself taught him that you can move on, you can let go of the rage. The Echidna asks that Sonic removes the Emerald willingly. He doesn't want him to make the same mistake his ancestors did. But Knuckles' plea falls on deaf ears.
You may have lost a father, Knuckles, but you never saw it happen. Now stay out of my way.
With that, Sonic raised his hand, opening up a portal and flying off in the parts unknown. A funeral was held in the honor of Tom Wachowski. Many members of Green Hill came to attend, paying their respects to the hero who helped them on a day-to-day basis. Many a tear was shed, particularly by Maddie Wachowski. Her sister tried to comfort her. She made it no secret that she hated Tom, but she never wanted to see Maddie suffer like this. Tails also attended the funeral. He didn't get to know Tom all that well, but he promised on his grave that he would find Sonic and bring him home. Just then, Tails looked to a tree in the distance and saw Knuckles watching. You know, if you wanted to pay your respects, you could just come to the funeral.
It's my fault he's dead. If I hadn't told Robotnik about the Master Emerald, none of this would have happened. So it's my duty to find Sonic. I was hoping you could help me.
Tails smiled. Where do we start? And this is where we're going to be leaving this what if for right now. Now, it could be a long time before we re-enter this, since unlike the games where we have years to work off of, so far we only have 2 Sonic movies, and this what if started right at the tail end of the last one. So unless the Knuckles the Echidna spin-off show reveals some information to work off of, we're probably not going to know where this what if will go until whenever Sonic 3 comes out. I suppose I could try coming up with my own estimation of what could happen next. I mean, this is my AU, so it's completely up to me, but let me know what you guys think. Should I wait until the next Sonic movie comes out to continue this? Or should I just take a shot in the dark based on rough estimations of what will happen in the next film? Leave your answers in the comments below. I'm Comic Fan 13, and I hope you have a good day.